afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Wednesday, August 16th, 2017, and I am Ashley Inge. Today's stories include the aftermath of the Charlottesville rally in Virginia and a motorcycle stunt driver who was killed during filming of Deadpool 2 starring Ryan Reynolds. These stories and more coming up next on Texan TV. In campus news, starting September 1st, Dr. Javier Garza will be the Vice President of Tarleton's new Division of Enrollment Management, Student Success, and Multicultural Initiatives. The new division also will include off-site programs in Fort Worth, Waco, Midlothian, and the Global Campus. President Dominic DeTavio says that the change will better serve students and strengthen the university's administrative effectiveness. With Garza now in charge, the division is promising an effective network for prospective students through admissions, academic advising, financial aid, and other services. In local news, the Stephenville Empire Tribune is reporting that Sheriff Matt Coates and Chief Deputy Heath Crossland presented information to the commissioners on Monday about signing up for a social media archiving service. This would help capture threatening or emergency posts made on the Sheriff's Office's social media pages. Crossland says, "One of the issues is that they put out all this information on their Facebook page and they get a lot of comments, and some can be potential threats. The service would document the posts for the social media pages the Sheriff's Office uses and will notify them based on the language and archive them for retrieval at any time." Crossland says this captures it before someone can delete the comment and would allow them to get an alert when there's a potential threat or let them know if someone is in distress based on language that is posted. He says it will also document all responses that could potentially be used in some type of investigation or for public records use. It would cost for the service, but the fees would include 10 different accounts that other officials could use as well. Judge Tab Thompson said commissioners would go over the information, but no action has been taken. And now today's Texas national and international news from the Associated Press. In Texas news, police in Edinburgh, Texas found 16 immigrants locked inside a tractor trailer parked at a gas station about 20 miles from the border with Mexico. This happened less than a month after the deaths of 10 people who were packed in a hot truck in San Antonio. Edinburgh Assistant Police Chief Oscar Trevino says the immigrants may have been locked inside the 18-wheeler in Edinburgh for at least 8 hours before being freed by officers late Sunday morning. Trevino said none of the people inside the tractor trailer required medical attention. He said they were hungry and thirsty and were given food and water at the scene. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement spokeswoman Nina Pruneda said no one has been charged yet in connection with the case, but that the agency is working with state and local officials and talking to witnesses. In national news, during the Charlottesville rally in Virginia, a car plowed into a crowd of people, killed one person, and hurt more than a dozen others. The chaos boiled over at what is believed to be the largest group of white nationalists to come together in a decade. The governor declared a state of emergency, and police dressed in riot gear ordered people out. The white nationalists had gathered to protest plans to remove a statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee. The turbulence began Friday night when the white nationalists carried torches through the University of Virginia campus. It quickly spiraled into violence Saturday morning. Hundreds of people threw punches, hurled water bottles, and unleashed chemical sprays. At least 3 more men have been arrested in connection to the protest. The statue's removal is part of a broader city effort to change the way Charlottesville's history of race is told in public spaces. The city has also renamed Lee Park, where the statue stands, and Jackson Park, named for Confederate General Thomas Stonewall Jackson. They're now called Emancipation Park and Justice Park, respectively. For now, the Lee statue remains. A group called the Monument Fund filed a lawsuit arguing that removing the statue would violate a state law governing war memorials. A judge has agreed to temporarily block the city from removing the statue for 6 months. In international news, Deadpool 2 star Ryan Reynolds is mourning the death of a motorcycle stunt driver killed during production Monday. The motorcycle crash happened near the Shaw Tower office building, where a crumbled motorcycle was seen lying on its side and a window was smashed. Nathan Krumchinsky, who works on the 7th floor of the building, said he watched rehearsals for the stunt outside the Vancouver Convention Center. He said the stunt woman had been riding the motorcycle down a set of stairs from the center and had stopped when she reached the street. Krumchinsky said on the occasion when the accident happened, The driver appeared to pick up speed, cross the street, and swerve to avoid pedestrians before disappearing from his view. The name of the stuntwoman was not immediately released. In sports, as reported by TarletonSports.com, for the first time in school history, Tarleton will open a season as one of the top-ranked teams in the country after the Texans ranked number 25 in the nation by the American Volleyball Coaches Association preseason poll on Monday afternoon. Tarleton is coming off their second consecutive season with an overall record of 27-7 and its third straight trip to the NCAA regional tournament. Head coach Mary Schindler said, "Looking back on my time as head coach, this is a wonderful step in the development of our program, but it's certainly not the end step. We've proven to ourselves that we have what it takes to be one of the top teams in the nation, but now we have to prove to ourselves that we deserve to stay there year in and year out." The Texans made school history with their first ever national rankings in the final poll of 2016, checking in at number 25 in the AVCA's final release of the year. Tarleton will open the season at home on September 1st, 2017 against Maryville at 12:30 p.m. in the Texan Invitational. For more information about the AVCA or to see the complete rankings, visit avca.org. Now for the weather, brought to you by the National Weather Service. Today will be partly sunny with a high of 96 degrees and a low of 75 degrees. Thursday will be partly sunny with a temperature of 95 degrees and south winds around 10 miles per hour. Friday, you can expect a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms with a high of 97 degrees. And to end this weekend, it will be mostly sunny with temperatures in the upper 90s. This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in on Northland Cable Channel 9. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news. Today's broadcast was produced by Quinicia Frazier and Latricia Powell. Have a wonderful day, Texans.